Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Rocker 911 and today I'll be showing you guys how to use NVIDIA ShadowPlay, which is just part of the GeForce experience. You don't actually have to download anything other than your basic NVIDIA drivers. So I'm just going to open up GeForce experience right now, and so it opened up to the preferences. Usually it just opens to my rig. Alright, so you can see here that if you check my rig, if like it's compatible, you should have this ShadowPlay ready icon there. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna press the ShadowPlay button, and you're gonna get this little dialog. So by default, it wasn't on for me. I had to actually go and switch it on. You just press this. So it basically has different modes. Actually, right now I'm recording, so I can't really. I'm recording using ShadowPlay, so I can't really change the modes. Basically, in the mode option, there's shadow and manual, just shadow and manual. Mine is in shadow and manual. Basically, the shadow mode just records the last 20 minutes as well. So kind of like a PS4 and how it records. So basically, it just keeps recording whatever you're doing, playing games. And I'll be showing you guys how to do the desktop recording as well in a bit. But yeah, so it just keeps recording. Whenever you press the button, it just saves the last 20 minutes. You can also do manual. So you just press a button, it starts recording. You press the button, it stops. The same button, it stops recording. Or you can do a mixture of both. So that's what I'm doing. So I have two separate buttons. Like these are the ones that it shows here, but you can set up different things as well. So yeah, I have one thing for example, if I'm playing, I have shadow mode on, so I'm not always recording. I'll just record whenever I have a good gameplay, and right now I'm using manual mode, which is obviously the typical recording mode. So next I'm going to show you guys the shadow time. It's basically how long you want it to record. I think the max was 20 minutes. Obviously it gets pretty long, and 20 minutes is pretty decent. For example, if you're playing an FPS or something and you just want a quick replay of the last couple of kills. So yeah, that's that. Obviously it doesn't apply for manual mode. And then there's also quality. You can change the, for example, the resolution, the frames per second. You can see here I'm recording, so I can actually show it. But you get in-game resolution 60 frames per second, 50 megabits per second. That's your bitrate, and the codec. For the bitrate, you can in reality anything's fine. Just don't go too low for if you're doing like high quality, maybe like 1080p, 60 frames per second. I think 50 megabits per second is a bit of overkill for what I'm doing. But obviously, the higher it goes up, the better the quality, and you can always just turn it down later on in your video editing software. So yeah, if your graphics card can handle it, obviously the higher the better. But if you ever start lagging and you're recording, that's probably the first thing you should change. Maybe next to 60 frames per second, and yeah. And also there's audio, which is just you can choose to record your in-game audio or your microphone or one or the other. So next I'm going to show you guys the settings real quick. These are just the overlays. There's a camera option, which I'm not using and I actually can't change right now. There's also a status indicator, which is what this is basically. It lights up green like that when you're recording manually, and it's always doing that little thing when you're doing ShadowPlay, that little the real white part. And when you press the save button, it just shows a little down arrow to indicate that it's saving something. Also, there's an FPS counter. You can just change the positions here, which I don't actually have right now, but obviously it would show in game, not on the desktop. So yeah, you can also change the sizes, and right here you have the microphone settings. You can put it into push to talk mode, and mine is always on because that's just how I use things. And also over here are just the keyboard shortcuts. And that's basically all there is to ShadowPlay. It's pretty simple. It's nothing too uh, fancy, like for example XSplit or some of the other recording tools. But it does the job, and it does it pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with the performance I get out of it and the quality. So that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably be doing a Plays TV video as well for AMD graphics cards. That's basically the same program. I don't know if you can download it for just by itself. It does the same thing. But I will probably be doing another tutorial video for that as well, because I kind of like the software. So anyways, stay tuned for more by subscribing below, and leave a like if this helped you guys out.